Today we are making a video on Waha Linux 11. It is based on Debian Linux. This is the boot menu of Waha Linux. I don't know much about this Linux because I randomly found it on SourceForge while exploring the other types of Linux distros. Here is the boot menu, same as the Debian almost. This is a graphical install and this is the live mode. Let's boot it in a live mode. It usually takes like a minute of maximum or a minimum of 30 to 40 seconds, which is quite common in a Linux distro. So let's wait and see how much time it takes. I'm going to show you. And here is our Debian 11 almost loading. The latest version of Debian is Debian 12, which is a bookworm. I already made a lot of videos on Debian 12 bookworm. You can check it out in my channel if you want. It's available in my channel. So I think the loading is complete. It should take a few more seconds to show the desktop. Here is our mouse pointer, as you can see. For me it looks properly working. Let's see after the desktop is launched. And here is our desktop. I think this is Arabic language. Yes, it says French, I don't know. Waha Linux. Welcome to the Waha Linux. I don't know anything about this Linux because I randomly found it on SourceForge while exploring. It says Marhaba. I don't know what language is it. This is English, but the main language is I don't know. So Waha Linux is a Debian based Linux distribution which provides ready to use out of the box operating system. It is suitable for people who are new to Linux. It says this thing. So let's uncheck the show on startup and close this thing. And let's first change the display settings because the display setting is not proper here. Mine is 1920 into 1080. The 1920 into 1080 is not here. So I need to choose the other 16:9 ratio, which should be like a 13 into 768. The clarity shouldn't be bad that much, but it's okay. Let's check the about of the Linux distro. Device name is Waha Linux. I'm using a memory of 4 GB RAM and my 12th gen i5. Graphics is here. Disk is 80 GB. I changed 80 GB. Before it was like a 40 GB. I'm using it on a virtual machine which is a VMware. So I don't know if it's good Linux distro or bad. I don't know because I don't know anything about this. I'm running it on a virtual machine, so nothing happens in a virtual machine. So OS type is a 64-bit. GNOME version is a 3.38.5. Windowing system is a Wayland. So here you can see I'm virtualization is a VMware. So let's close this thing and open the system monitor. Here it says keyboard configuration helper. I don't want to choose anything. Let's cancel it. Let's open the system monitor first and see the system resources. How much are the system resources consumption? Here should be a system monitor in the utilities. Here is the system monitor. Let's check the resources before and after. I will show you in the beginning of the video and I am going to open the system monitor again at the end of the video. So here are all the processes running right now, as you can see. And resources, you need to remember the RAM consumption and CPU because I will show you again at the end of the video and you will have an idea of how much resources will be consumed. It's already 1.4 GB, so it's a lot. Without opening any apps, it's almost 1.4 GB. After opening some apps, we should see almost like a 2.1 GB or 1.9 GB like that. So let's check the other things. System monitor is 3.38.0. Let's close this thing and open the terminal and check in some distro info. Terminal is 3.38.3. Let's type in few commands like inxi -sv8 for full distro info. Here is the complete distro info. This is a single command to get all the distro info. Let's change the color of the theme, which should be light should be better. I don't know this works or not. Enable the menu accelerator key F10 by default. Shortcuts, going to colors, let's choose the Tango light or the black and white. Let's close this thing and you can see it properly now. A host is a Waha Linux and the kernel is 5.10-21, which is a old version. It's a 64-bit and compiler GCC version is a 10.2.1. It's a live boot and GDM3 3.38.2.1. Distro is Waha Linux 11.9. Codename is Israr and I'm using a 4 GB of RAM. It's almost 1.41 GB and it's a 37.0%. BIOS Linux version is a 6.00 and let's see, GTK version is 3.24.24 and GNOME version is 3.38.6, which I already mentioned in the beginning of the video. Let's scroll it down and see. VMWGFX version is 2.18.0.0. What else we get here still? Let's scroll it down. INXI version is a 3.3.01 and the systemd version is a 247. GCC 10.2.1. Alt 10 shell bash version is a 5.1.4 and uptime is 4 minutes. Wake up is 21. Let's type in few more commands like INXI, which is the same commands but which it will be in a short form like this thing, INXI-B. As you can see, INXI-G, and here are the some of the info. MESA is 20.3.5. LLVM version is a 4.1 and my resolution is a 1360 x 768, which is a 60 Hz, because we didn't find a 1920 x 1080p resolution there. So let's type in cat:/etc/issue and hit enter. Waha Linux 11 and let's type in htop if it's available. Command not found, no problem. Let's close this thing and let's check the apps which comes pre-installed. There are a lot of apps which comes pre-installed here. As you can see, it's Blender and BleachBit, Audacity, Asma. I don't know what this is, because the religion, something like that, maybe. I don't want to do anything like that. So second line has these apps. We have GIMP, Inkscape. On the utility side, you already know what you will get in a 3.38 GNOME version. All the things available here, and the LibreOffice, music, and some games. Let's go to next page. Rhythmbox, Shotwell, and Synaptic Manager, text editor, videos, VLC media player. These are all the apps which comes pre-installed. Let's open the tweaks, I guess. These are the desktop features. As you can see, you already know the 3.0 GNOME version and Debian features. I don't want to show again everything. If you want to watch that, you have I have all the videos of the Debian 11 and GNOME 3.38 like that desktop environment videos. You can check it out in my channel. And here are the tweaks, same old tweaks which were available in the GNOME version. So let's close this thing. Let's open the software manager. Instead of opening every app, let's directly see the version here, because it's going to take a lot of time by opening apps by single or one by one. It's going to take a lot of time. Let's check the version of Audacity, which is 1.2.4.2. I'm not going to spell it, I'm just going to show you the version. Here is the version of calendar, and the same version should be available for the all desktop GNOME desktop environment. The same version will be for every software of the available apps in the GNOME. So again, same. I'm just going to show you the important apps, and the file manager version is the same. Let's scroll it down. What else we need? We need LibreOffice version. We need GIMP version too. Here is the GIMP version. Let's scroll it down. Inkscape version should be 1. and LibreOffice version will be same for everything. I'm showing the calculator version, and the version of the LibreOffice will be same for every LibreOffice software, and the map should be same. What else we left still here is a rhythm box and shotwell. Here is the version, VLC media player, weather, wine. Here is the version of the wine. We don't need a calculator, we need an image viewer. Here is the version. System monitor I already said, and software manager's version is this thing, and the videos and the text editor. It's pretty much fast. Nothing is laggy or like that. This is pretty good. I don't know it is safe or not, but it looks pretty good and works fast. That's good. I'm going to show you how to download the this Linux distro, Waha Linux distro, after this thing of showing some of the settings, which is almost same in every Debian thing, Debian 11. So these are the wallpapers available, notifications, and this is the same settings which are available in the GNOME 3.38. So nothing is changed here, same old things. We need to turn off the camera, microphone. We need this only when we use it. You need to enable all these settings only when you are using. When you are not using, just turn it off because it's privacy. It would be safe if you turn off. These are some same settings. I'm just going to run through fast. Again, there is no much information about this Linux distro, so it's clearly up to you. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't want, it's up to you. And the version of the GNOME is also the older version, and it's Debian 11. Now the latest version is almost Debian 12 bookworm, so I don't think a lot of people go to this Linux distro. But if you want to try it or test it, you better try it in a virtual machine, because it's a good idea in using in the virtualization or a VMware VirtualBox like that. So I just open the Firefox browser. It should take a few seconds to open. So I'm going to show you the Waha Linux downloading process. I don't know, it's laggy or something. So let's type it in Waha Linux and check the version of the Firefox before launching anything. 102.10 OSR. I'm using a VPN, so it triggered the Google CAPTCHA. Let's quickly verify this thing. Here is the website Waha Linux. It's available in a SourceForge, and there is also official website, as you can see here back. Let's translate this page first and see it's their website or not. I think this is their website. I didn't download it from this thing. Yeah, the logo looks similar. It's a Arabic OSIS project. Here is the info of that Linux distro. If you want to know anything about this Linux distro, you just need to go to their website. So I randomly found in the SourceForge. So Waha Linux, it's a Debian made easy. This is info of the Waha Linux. A few info of these things is available here, or a small description available here, and the files. The latest version is Waha Linux 11.0 GNOME ISO file, which is released in 2023 4th 13th, almost a few days back. So let's click on it. The only desktop environment available is the GNOME version. There's nothing KDE Plasma or like that any other desktop environments. Only thing was available was GNOME version. So here is the download. Let's close this thing, and I think let's minimize this thing and check the system monitor once again. Let's close the web browser and check the system monitor, and you will get an idea of how much resources are consumed after opening or using this app, Linux distro. It should be available in the utilities. don't know where it gone. Let me first open the Synaptic Manager and show you the version. After that, we will open the system monitor. Let's check the version of the Synaptic Package Manager, which is 0.90.2. Let's drag it down, and the installed one will be highlighted with the green version, full completed with the green box, and the version is available here. I'm just going to run it through fast so it doesn't take a lot of time. If you want to slow down the video, you need to go to YouTube settings and change the playback speed to 0.25, and you will be seeing the important packages if you want. So here is the packages. I'm just going to close this thing, and let's open the system monitor now and check how much resources are consumed. Here is our system monitor, and see, before it was 1.4 GB, now it's 1.8 GB. I didn't open that many apps. I didn't open any GIMP software like VLC Media Player. I just opened the software manager and showed there. Even though it's almost a 400 MB, I didn't open a lot of apps. If I opened that apps, the memory should be like 2.1 GB, but it went down to 1.6 GB. And you can judge here the CPU usage and the RAM. You the one should decide it's a good usage or a bad. It's clearly up to you. So I'll go to the process and show you the processes running right now. Here are all the processes running right now. So let's close this thing, and let's open the Firefox browser, and I'm going to show you my channel. This part is only for the viewers who want to watch my content without subscribing. People who already subscribed, no need to watch this step. So this is for them. Just type in youtube.com/9to5linux, which is my channel URL. You need to type in this URL in the web browser. If you're using a web browser in a mobile tab or a TV, you need to type in this complete URL. If you're using a YouTube app in the TV, mobile or a tab, just type in 9to5linux, which will take directly to my channel. So let's click enter. It takes few seconds. If you're using a VPN, it should take like same as mine. If you're not using a VPN, so it will open instantly. Here is my channel. Here is a playlist. If you're here for the only Linux content, go to the playlist and you will find a Linux playlist here. Under Linux playlist, click on view full playlist. It should be like a 1560 videos, something like that. 1554 videos of various Linux distros and different types of Linux distros. I covered like almost everything, 70 to 80% of the different types of Linux distros. So it's almost 1554 videos. Play all or shuffle, do anything you want. You can directly search the specific term like MX Linux or your favorite Linux distro there, MX Linux for example, and the latest version should be. I'll be posting the latest content here, whether it's alpha version, beta version, development version, whatever it is, pre-release, all the things will be available right here. As soon as the ISO file is released or announced, anything like that, the latest news will be here. No need to wait for content here. I will be posting the latest news. So if you want to subscribe, it's you can subscribe. If you don't want, it's clearly up to you. I'm respecting your opinion. I'm not going to force you to subscribe. So about the info here, I post 2 videos daily without missing any day. So, and this is the timing. If you want to visit my channel, you need to visit at this timing. The videos will be available before the timing because I will put them into a premiere mode or a premiere. So you will be having an idea of what the content will be available that day. And here is the community. The latest news and the latest packages, all the newses will be available as soon as the announced. So you keep an eye on it. So I think that's it for the video. Let's close this thing and end the video. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.